straight off the topic, YouTube. I got the Misfits with me, and we even got our fifth member that we don't see that often. Our honored Chris.
Yes.
I blaze. And we've been blazing.
Yes, we have.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm allowed to say that.
Yes.
And we're
not officially sponsored yet, but coming.
You guys want to add anything to the intro or?
Now let's just get into it, man. It's been a while. I'm excited.
I miss recording with y'all niggas.
Yeah, I know, right?
I ain't had shit going on in the house.
This part like the most relaxing my week right here. When they say recording, when I say we recording this weekend, and I see that group text, I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be a good fucking weekend.
I had to piggyback in, bro. When I had a chance, I was like, Shonda, what you doing today? She said, shit. I said, word. I said, I saw the recording. I said, heck, man, I was about to drop Deuce off. I didn't have to drop him off. I made dinner for them niggas, so they couldn't even hate on that shit. They couldn't even be like, you gonna just, oh shit, you made dinner. Got you.
The last time we had you on here, our last recording didn't do super well because I was still working with the new equipment. But before that, the last time YouTube saw you on this channel was when we were talking about Avatar and shit, and that video did halfway decent. So, you know, we were talking about video. Oh, so that's true. You're also in our Outcast video where we did the album review.
And we are overdue for a new review.
Well, we were thinking about doing a whole nother channel for that, but that's a whole nother thing. You know?
Okay.
I think we should go ahead and get on into what we've been. So we have a segment we like to do, Chris, called "What Have You Been Reading, Watching, or Playing?" And we just take like little 5 minutes so you can catch up on whatever you've been doing in the media and stuff. So don't do the news yet. Because sometimes we accidentally bleed into the news. That's going to be next. But I don't know who wants to go first.
I'll go first. What I've been watching, ladies and gentlemen, Solo Leveling.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I've been watching like two things actually. Solo Leveling, like that's been a weekly thing for me. I usually like watch my stuff like I like to like binge watch my stuff, but Solo Leveling is something I have to watch every week because it's always a good episode.
Hell yes it is.
The second thing I've been watching, and I did binge watch this shit, fucking Castlevania Nocturnal.
Oh, that shit go hard.
Yeah.
It is so good. Alucard's back.
Yeah.
And they is just it's just a well made anime.
How many episodes have they done as that shit?
I stopped at I'm not sure. I just been watching till it stopped.
I want to say it's like
8 or 10.
Don't spoil anything, but how's my girl from Haiti doing? I forgot her name for some reason. Anissa? Annette.
Which one is that? The black chick?
Yeah. Annette's
badass.
Badass. She was badass in the first season, but I'm excited to see her back. She's pretty hardcore.
Oh my god. She's so good.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it for you, but if you watch the first season of that shit, I suggest you watch the second season. What I've been playing, like always, Marvel Rivals. Y'all know that shit.
Well, we'll come back to that. I know that everyone's going to talk about Marvel Rivals, but we actually, so we got a whole section, so we're going to talk about that.
And also, I stopped playing it since I got Dark Tide and stuff and Rivals. I started back playing Dave the Diver because of y'all guys, and I have to say it's like.
So explain why we came back to Dave the Diver.
It's just.
You said, Carl, it's your fault?
Hell yeah.
It is your fault. Because, like, after we left there.
You introduced me to it, though.
I warned you. I warned you. And you text me, like, I'm going to kick your ass, Justin.
Nigga, I was up till 5:30 in the morning.
What is Dave the Diver?
So we tried to shoot. So Justin put us on the Dave the Diver. You want to explain to us where you got Dave the Diver from?
All right. It's a venture. You have your management. It's you diving. You dive underwater. You have to upgrade your tank, your suit, your weapons and stuff, and you dive for fish.
Okay.
You fish during the day. Then you go home and you work at a sushi restaurant. Then the stuff you catch, you sell, and the money you make from that is to upgrade your restaurant and your equipment.
Okay.
There's also a storyline to it. You actually looking for. Somebody hired you to look for the agent people. I think you made it that far.
Yes, I have.
So it's
cool.
more
I've made it into the cave.
Oh, you still?
Yeah, I'm still.
It is like I'm still playing it. And
I seen a streamer playing this. This is crazy. So
it's a really good game.
It actually looks relaxing, but kind of fun.
It is. The music, like the gameplay, is all relaxing. Like. You will spend like
hours
playing that game.
You know what's crazy? The soundtrack is fire.
The soundtrack is
really
fucking
is.
ass.
Normally, I play my own music when I'm playing games. I don't eat it. Like I'm
Like
good.
if you put the controller down and just sit there, the music will put you to sleep.
Wow.
But as you're playing and engaging, because so like
That shit sounds fire.
Yeah.
shooting mechanics, like when because you for the most part you're fishing with a harpoon gun. It's like your main, but then you also have a firearm and a melee weapon. So if something like certain creatures on there won't attack you, but they take fucking forever to kill.
So you
then
can shoot it.
Yeah,
so
you
you can
can
shoot it, you can melee it, and it just won't attack you back. Like it's something that looks like a giant grouper on there, but it's called something different. Like this shit puts out and you get your food by the kilogram. I hunt this one thing, one piece. I have to harvest shit twice. It's like 3.5 kilogram per harvest, and you have a weight limit on what you can take back with.
You have to upgrade that shit too, so you can carry more shit. But I found some shit,
You can overburden yourself.
and you can't.
Yeah.
You
And
can't
I realized from the store you can buy an extra crate.
Yeah, but you can't hold that much in, so it's useless. So
I mean, but shit, an extra 5 kilograms is extra 5 kilograms.
it's loose. It's
That's like a good bit of little fish.
But yeah, like you hunt, like it's to a point where it's
hunt sharks.
You hunt
Sharks.
jellyfish, sharks, yeah.
Jellyfish,
Damn,
you
that
have-
shit sounds
Yes.
And so-
I suggest
The
you
deeper you go,
download.
the
So
more
you know,
aggressive.
You know
Sorry.
the all blue from One Piece? How it's like all the oceans combined? That's what you're in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So you have hella fucking
It's
shit.
roguelike because the ocean landscape changes every time you dig
Yeah,
back in.
it
That's
changes.
it's part of the story. The guy who takes you there, who hires you, he's like, well, this is called the Big Blue, and basically we're going to use the different landscapes to make bank selling sushi. This is a black guy named Bancho.
yeah
He's
you
your sushi
definitely
cook.
played it.
You play in the restaurant at nighttime.
Yeah.
You
So in
hire
the day,
staff,
you
then this
you
hella
dive
opposite.
and you hunt for fish and sharks and stuff like that. You take the ingredients back to Bancho's sushi restaurant at night,
Bancho was
and
like
you
that for
help
fucking
him serve. Imagine how long that shift is. You just deep dived in the ocean, you scuba diving, hunting sharks and shit like that with a harpoon and a
Yes, but
baseball
you gotta
bat,
hire
a
staff,
samurai
though.
sword.
You got to hire a line cook, 2
But you
waitresses.
still gotta then go.
You
work.
pouring tea, bro. There's a tea pouring mini game.
But
Yeah, bro.
you get,
This shit sounds
you
fire.
get, you
It
get graded,
is.
you get graded on your tea pour, so you have to get it to a certain level in the cup. If it's too low, you get a bad. If you overflow the cup, it's a bad.
You get
But
tips off that shit.
Yeah, you
Wow.
get,
Yeah.
and you get tip bonus like boosts.
And you can use that money to to build up your equipment. You can buy
You
better
have to.
oxygen tanks.
Okay.
Oxygen
So,
tank is like your health and how
Oh,
deep
I
you can
gotta
dive.
find this shit.
So
Better
it's like,
suit.
I'm trying to
Build up
download
the
this
restaurant.
Yeah, so it's the oxygen tank, the scuba suit, the gun, and those are the 4 things. Oh, your storage crate.
I'm
So
assuming
you
this
get
was on
you get one more
PlayStation,
you get
but-
one
Yeah.
more slot. It's one more thing you can unlock too. I can't tell you what it
Did you
is.
find the gloves yet?
Yeah, I got the gloves.
To get the sea urchin?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I actually got a recipe
Oh,
for it.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just looking at the time on the video.
I'm sorry.
I gotta urge y'all along. I'm gonna make another Dave the Diver video
Yeah,
just because the
that's
first
a whole
one.
episode.
I don't think we
That
looked
needs
at
to
it
be-
as much.
That needs to be
So,
recorded.
YouTube, I'm telling y'all, Dave the Diver. Anyway,
Fun as hell.
Play that shit.
watching or reading anything?
I haven't been reading anything in no time. But that's about it though.
Yeah.
Castlevania, I suggest y'all watch that season 2.
You know I would be on that Castlevania
Yeah, you got to be.
because I love Castlevania. This guy is a guy. He hasn't started Nocturne. I don't think yet. Have you started Nocturne?
I watched season 1.
You did watch season 1 of Nocturne. What'd you think of it?
Season 1 of Nocturne is fantastic. I had to watch it. I had to watch it twice mainly because
you tell me? What the fuck?
you know, life be lifing.
Oh Lord!
I watched season 1 of Nocturne, and then I watched. My brother kept saying like, "You gotta watch season 2. It's amazing." So I was like, "All right." So I'm probably 3 or so episodes into season 2.
You already started season 2.
Yeah, I'm like 3 episodes.
Ah,
Maybe 3.
Same here.
It's the weekend. I'm gonna probably start tomorrow.
I think about
Now I
You
will
too?
say this.
That's
I
crazy.
also
I've
watched
started
all
Nocturne,
X-Men from
yeah.
'97.
Oh, you did.
That shit.
Oh,
I gotta-
hold on,
I gotta
wait.
go back and finish.
So we're just gonna. I think we're gonna move on to Chris at this point, though. This is so what. So you've been watching. So you watched X-Men '97.
Yeah. It was great. I ain't gonna sleep. It was like the old version of.
Sorry, y'all. We all gotta. It's gotta be one person at a time. It's gotta be one person at a time, y'all, because the microphones will. It's gonna be hard to listen to for the freaking YouTubers. So like, I'll get back to y'all.
X-Men '97 is crazy, absolutely crazy. It kind of reminded me of the cartoon we grew up on.
it is. Like,
But more hardcore and like blood.
How they got
violence.
Cyclops looking so badass. Like
Yeah.
that first episode when he
thing,
jumps
He
off the
was
shit.
whooping ass when he was shooting, propelling
Yeah.
himself
Like
with the
he-
optic blast.
Man, like,
yeah, that's hard.
That shit was beautiful.
He's a
bro.
beast.
like I like how they did Cyclops in that shit.
I like
Yeah, he
Cyclops
was
more, but he still had his same old. He was still same old Cyclops. He was
Yeah.
like emotional
He
and
got
like
some whole
insecure,
ass
and
tendencies, you know.
but
Yeah.
at the same time,
still got
he
shit
needs to
done.
be a badass because he's the leader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you think about Magneto's speech when he took the council into space and stuff? And he was like, "I'm trying to do better, but y'all need to chill." He's like,
Yeah.
"This type of shit, like I could just like."
Like I can end I can end all life on Earth, right? You know I can do that, right?
Like,
I think folks be forgetting that Magneto's like
I'm giving y'all
literally the
grace.
strongest mutant on the planet.
Yeah, but he's just giving them grace. He really is. It's not even just the power, nigga. It's the motivation.
The fact that he
Yeah.
took them to space to have a conversation, to have a talk with them, was just
Be
that by
uninterrupted.
itself is like you need to think about you need to think about that for a
I
while. I wouldn't forget
Right.
about that if I was in that situation. I'd have been like, Magneto took me to space. I think about that shit for like 8 months in a row. It took me a
Right.
year to get over that.
Like legit
almost
traumatized.
died.
Like, oh shit,
I
I was actually in space.
Exactly.
I was actually
He
in
didn't
space.
just take them. He took the whole fucking desk.
It's
He's like,
true.
just snatch their ass. Come here, let me holler at y'all. Let me holler at y'all.
Oh no! When they first found out Magneto
But
took
that was-
over, it was like
Oh yeah.
to me
yeah.
my X-Man. I was like, oh shit, that's like that.
Yeah.
This nigga cold. This nigga cold.
And that Sentinels episode kind of fucked me up, man. I'm mad, my boy Remy.
That hurt.
I'm
Yeah.
mad, my boy Remy got
Yeah,
killed.
Gambit.
You know what I'm saying? I said, Remy, come on,
Yeah.
man.
But no.
Got some
As my
hoes.
boy Tony
He was
always
so
said,
good.
you gotta have friction.
Yeah.
The stories are never better without friction.
You gotta hurt people.
That's necessary.
Because of that, the story has more weight. So
I love Gambit, and the fact that Gambit was so dope and they took us away from him. Remember that first episode where he was just sort of like, Rogue always come to Gambit rescue. He's just so fire. Like, I don't know, man. I thought they did a good job of Gambit in '97.
yeah.
I'm sad that he like. Oh, by the way, spoilers for X-Men '97. Way too late. But
They should have seen
Gambit was so nasty, bro. They did everybody. Everybody was good. Professor X, Rogue was great.
It's
Storm
just
was
a
great.
flawless
Even poor
show.
Storm
It's
lost
a
her
flawless
powers and shit for a second.
Bro, it's a flawless show. It is.
It's
It
amazing.
just sucks that buddy that actually did the show got fucked over, and he's not back for season 2. And I don't even know if they're gonna do one. It's kind of in limbo now.
It is still a masterpiece.
Oh,
You could go back. We could still go back and enjoy it for what it is. But
I mean, it's some
a
closure
season
for
2 with
the
the same guy would have been legendary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else? So what else you been up to?
As far as playing, I think I done probably said to everybody. I've been playing fucking other than Marvel Rivals, but we of course gonna get to that. I've been playing this fucking Cyberpunk. Look, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell y'all, whatever y'all expected Cyberpunk to be like when it released, and you know, like after that, like I understand it didn't go well. It wasn't the game it should have been when it released.
Yep.
Cop that shit and play it now, and just come back to me and say, Krishna, this shit like Far Cry mixed with Grand Theft Auto in the future.
And with motorcycles, nigga.
With fucking motorcycles.
and swords and shit.
I mean, fucking look. When I go into a fight with somebody, I like hack all of the enemies. I'll hack their minds,
Yep.
and then they'll start like spazzing out. And
Yes,
shit.
you can do
And then I
yes.
come in
Yes.
and just
You got
start
psychic
shooting
powers?
Yes.
No.
No.
It's literally hacked.
It's technology.
Yeah, because
it's
they have
technology,
neural links.
because they got neural links.
Yeah.
You can like hack their mind.
I told you.
Jeez.
I'm saying this
Look,
for
I can
real.
hack your mind and make you overheat.
You've all played it. You played it too, Justin.
No, I haven't.
It's not just their
That's
mind you
crazy.
can hack though. It's the environment
You
as
can have
well.
everything that
So it's like Watch Dogs,
Like, check
too.
this.
Yeah.
I was
That's crazy.
I was
But bad.
about to fight these dudes, but it was a bunch of them, and they all had had these big ass guns. They were standing there right by this car. I hacked the car, make the car start driving on its own backwards into people, and just start controlling the car from a distance.
Yep.
Hitting niggas with the car, and then I ran in and shot everybody.
At that point,
Fucking
he softened
raw.
everybody up, bro.
Right.
Really?
Look,
Bro,
it's
it's
so raw.
I told you I had swords in my arms, bro. You can upgrade yourself. I'm in like Baraka, nigga.
Hey,
You know what
You
I'm
can
saying?
get a
Fire
rocket
arms
in
too.
your hand, in your arm,
Oh, come on.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm about to play this shit. But I was waiting on it to go on sale. He got it on sale.
Yeah.
By the time I realized he started playing it, I went to the market. It wasn't on sale no more.
Look,
So I'm with it's high up on my list. I want to
No,
play
just
that shit.
save it in your list so when it goes
It's on my
sale-
wish list.
Yeah,
It's
so
on my wish list now.
That shit's so
I've been
hard.
saying, I got mine for 10. I told you I got
Well, you got it back when it was broken.
Yeah.
I think Carl did too.
I did
goddamn.
I got my shit for $10.
When I first
on
played that
Target.
game, that first glitch I ran into, that shit had me all the way fucked
What
up.
happened to your first glitch?
So you're quite literally your very first mission. You roll up into a building. You're on a rescue on some shit, right? And when I say you are, I walk into the room. I know I have a firearm, so I got it downstairs. I didn't see it, but I was like, it's whatever. I get up to the room. You enter the room. You're hiding behind a crate, and the whole point is you're supposed to sneak your way through this room to get to the back room to go check on the person, and then you shoot your way out. I'm like, all I'm seeing is my person crouched down literally with his hand like this, and I'm just like,
Stuck.
yo, I'm
Just
just like, what the
Did
fuck
you
is
see
going
the
on?
T-pose, niggas?
Nah, I didn't.
Did the Jesus
So
T-pose?
basically,
Yeah.
so did your gun still fire?
Yes, that's what fucked me up.
So you're like shooting people like Yusuke from Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah.
You're spirit getting
No,
motherfuckers.
so the shit is, there's like 6 people in the room. All of them heavily fucking armed. I ain't got shit but a pistol. So I just pop up like, ha ha ha. He's fucking around like he got a gun. Pop, pop. Oh shit, this is actually real. Everybody turns and just lights me the fuck up. I dropped like 3 of the people before I fucking died.
Yeah.
I'm just like, yo, this
I
is
got a gun.
this didn't go very well.
You got the guns are tiered
Yeah.
from like tier 2 to like tier 4, and you got like tier 4 iconic weapons.
Yeah.
And iconic weapons all have like special abilities.
Special
The
bullets.
gun I have now, when it shoots you, it quick hacks you at the same time. Like
Damn.
it hacks you. So like all the stuff that would normally happen when I hack people, that happens when I shoot them. So like I shoot you and you'll get like
Shooting
overheat quick
viruses.
hacks. Yeah, basically.
Nice.
That's dope.
I even got another one where like I can shoot you and the bullets will curve around and hit you from an angle.
Not also wanted type shit.
Yeah, yes.
The bullets got a mind of their own. Like they just kind of go and just attack you from around corners. And
Now, mind
everything.
you, this game was not this dope at the beginning, but now it is
the
top
amount
tier.
of cars you can buy.
I hate to be this guy again, but I'm just
yeah.
looking at the time
Okay.
again. I'm gonna push y'all along. So you know,
Reading.
That's what-
Cyberpunk, right?
Watching, reading, and then the reading thing. I've been trying to finish this damn last Night Lord's book. I'm trying.
Void Stalker.
The universe just don't want me to finish this book, because every time I get to a good part in the story, like somebody comes along and they're like, "Hey, Kristen, I need you to do something," or "Hey, Kristen, I need your attention," and I'm like, "God damn."
My bad, I'm one of the people.
Nah. By the time I get there, I'm about to leave, so I kind of be that back off. But look, man, but nah, I'm gonna finish that Void Stalker this upcoming week.
Listen
Text me
to
when you
it.
finish it.
Listen to it at home of Kia.
Oh yeah, she'll fucking love that shit. Cause she done gotten the audiobooks recently too.
Nice.
So like, but she be listening to like Korean romance.
There's Night Lords has
K-dramas
romance.
are wild.
It's kind of weird. I be like, "Kia, you supposed to be like, I thought you was like super tough." She's like, "Yeah, Korean romance novels."
She's
And
got
I'm
a
like,
picture of a baby alpaca on her Facebook
Stupid.
picture.
That is a good point.
I will never believe that she's 100% like tough on.
Yeah,
She's tough. Don't get me wrong. Like I would never cross her. But on the other hand, though, like yeah,
My
no.
dog said
She likes
"Yeah,
cute
baby
stuff.
Alpaca.
She's like that anime character that's real tough, but she's like got a fascination with like yeah.
Like Tanya.
Yeah. She's
That's
like
Kia.
she loves cute stuff.
That's Kia.
Is it
Like,
Saga?
She'd be like oh
yeah.
yeah.
God, I hope they actually make that season 2.
So who? So we got Justin. Yeah. Carl, what you been? You only got 5 minutes, my friend. I'm sorry.
That's cool. Reading, I have been doing a book series called Lux Voice. I'm actually hella fucking late on book 8. It's been out for a minute. It is called Amarita Divided. Basically, main character was isekai'd by the god of luck into a world that's completely taken over by darkness. And he's just so lucky son of a bitch. And it's like an alternate reality for Earth. So he knows a lot of the shit that's going down like in past history. He like isekai's into Midwest, Western times. So he actually is Doc Holiday, but he calls himself Doc Holy Day. and he's a healer, and he is a faith healer. Now there is a church on the world, but the church is actually the darkness.
So I already have questions. So people are getting shot in the Old West, right? And he's like pulling bullets out of people and shit.
Yeah, basically.
Wow.
But so the thing is, because he's the faith healer, it's illegal. And with his name being Doc Holliday, everybody initially thinks he's a doctor. But when he gets into this world, because it is a mixed race world, he rolls up to a brothel that's also a casino. Kind of becomes cool.
They make a lot of money.
Nigga, so they become
That's
cool
crazy.
with the
Basically
owner.
Vegas.
Yeah, basically. And the town he rolls up in is called Deep Gulch, and all the names are kind of like parallel to actual names on Earth. But where he rolls up to is one of the biggest mines in the U.S. And he knows about it, and nobody else does. So like off rip, his first haul from this mine is like $100K, and this is like off rip. He becomes one of the 3 richest niggas in the area.
And he just like opened his own casino / brothel. He went down in Cape even faster.
So what he did was he ended up talking with the elf that ran the spot, who was the last elf. And the elves in this world are Native Americans. She's the last elf from her tribe in the area besides half elves, and so she actually has protected rights for where they stay. He ends up buying the brothel from her, turning it more casino than brothel, and then also dedicating that to Lady Luck, making it his house of worship, being casino, and is actually able to heal people now in this area.
So I have more questions. So like, if the elves are Native Americans, or like, you talking about all Native Americans? Is there a portion of elves that speak Spanish?
I'm not
And like,
sure.
well, don't think about it though.
Black
If you think
people,
about the Native
Black
Americans,
people
there's like the
elves,
American
too.
Native Americans, and there's the Mexican Native Americans
Yeah.
too, because they've stretched out all over the place there, all the way to South America. So like, just as being a fan of history, that would mean that a large portion of the elves speak Spanish.
Yeah, and there are large
Yeah,
portion of the elves
yeah.
were also killed because they kept it really real towards the Native American tribes there. So a lot of tribes have been like kind of wiped out. And actually, funny enough, dwarves were in this too, and dwarves and elves were beefing for a minute too. And then the Church of Apoc, which is the host of the darkness that is invading the world and pretty much killing the world, are also kind of suppressing them, but are kind of having to hold off. Because the planet is also sentient, so the planet is mother, and there are
Well, hold on, that's a lot.
That's
a lot.
That's a
name of the
lot.
story
We
again?
have to like.
there are
Is this on
dryads-
audiobook?
What's the name of
Yeah,
the
it
story
is.
again?
Lux voice.
Lux
And there are
voice.
dryads in the world.
Okay.
So question, here's my question. So if Native Americans are elves, what does that make black people? What are we,
I don't
angels?
know because
We probably a little bit of,
but
we probably got some elf in us.
it's
too.
kind of like all
We
it's
got
kind of
some Native
like all
American.
the races are in there because we do have beastskin, we do have elves, we do have dwarves, we do have
Like, so they're
humans.
trying to say black
People
people
be-
are
be-
people.
But I don't
skin?
know elf, but
They-
also
they look at
like
everything.
I could see that because like
Shit.
science fiction be doing us dirty.
The Irish folks are crazy.
The only science fiction that
I think the
does
Irish-
us justice is 40.
I
This
think
sounds
Star
like a
Trek.
racist ass.
I think the Irish people are either like
This nigga
honey
young
badgers or regular badgers. But
That's badass.
yo, they're like it's
Honey
known.
badgers are crazy.
It's known. Don't fuck with the people, and because like it's one of the older names for Ireland is what they're known as, and it's like you see one of them, don't fuck with them
Oh,
because they
yeah,
fuck
yeah.
everybody up.
They're pretty brutal.
They fuck everybody up, and it's like he rolled up on one and was like, "Yo, I can heal you. I know what you are. I'm actually a voice," is what they're known as. And there are no voices. The church hunted all the voices down. The church hunted all the shamans down. The church hunted, so all the Native American shamans got hunted down by the church. All the shamans for the dwarves all got hunted down by the church. All the voices got hunted down. Dryads are literally kill on sight or collar because they're like mobile mono batteries.
Yeah.
So it's either you collar them or you kill them.
So-
Those are your only two fucking options.
I have another question. Again, I'm sorry
And
to
they
interrupt you
snap
because we're taking too long because
That's
I keep
fine.
asking questions.
This is
How many pages is this book? Because a lot of the things, because you were,
There's a lot going on.
He can actually
It better
tell
not
us.
be no
I
60,
can.
no 100-page book.
No,
hell no, fuck no, that's just probably a 2,000
So the
pages.
new one that's getting ready to come out on the 1st is 525 pages.
Oh, that's less than I thought.
All the books are about that many.
That's-
And the new book that's going to come out is book 9.
Okay, that explains it.
Yeah. So I'm
So
on.
how long have you been reading this series for? What'd you call it again? Void.
Luck's Voice is
Lux
the series.
Voice.
So the first book is called Suited for Luck. It came out May 26, 2020.
Is that the one that you're reading now, or what book are you on?
I'm on book number 8. It's called Emerita Divided.
God.
The first book is 400.
You are a very dedicated person.
Nigga, I read at least 140. Last year, I think I read 146 books. And I still think that's a lie. I'm pretty sure I read way more than that. This also does not include web novels.
You sound listening
Oh,
to
you need to make your own YouTube channel for lit RPGs. Hold on. So what else you been into? You any more books?
Yeah. Well, you know me. I always got like 20 books to check out.
Anything?
Oh shit.
Oh, that's okay. Technical difficulties, YouTube. We just have to plug it back in and stand it back up. We're just gonna keep it rolling. I'm pretty sure y'all can still see us.
It's a little dark. And I'm a little blind. I don't know how well we can be seeing.
It is a little dark, but they can, Justin, he works here now.
Yeah.
He'll have us going in a minute. All you gotta do is press the button.
Follow the cord, make sure it's plugged in.
On the cord, yeah. There's if you follow the cord, there's a button you can press, and it'll turn
I'm
the
good
light
at
on.
pressing buttons.
I'm certain, but you don't have to use that much of your finger for it, though. You ain't gotta reach in there or nothing. So I'm just asking you for notable books because you already used up most of your 5 minutes, if not all of it.
Notable books. The other series I'm reading is actually one on web novel, which produces a lot of Asian artists. It's a book series called God's Eye. In that book, the main character was actually blind majority of his life. At age 4, his mother taught him how to actually feel mana, and what he had to do was literally draw in mana from his surrounding and feed it into his eyes, because his eyes were defective, but his eyes were mana deprived. And it took him 10 years of every day funneling mana into his eyes to be able to see, which actually gave him a special eye ability called Mana Eye. So he's actually literally able to see the flow of mana throughout the world. And this is a book where you capture beasts, bring it into your soul space, and are able to summon them, grow with them, and they help reinforce you depending what type of beast you get.
Like in Cherokee.
Yes, but so at age 14 is also when you get your mana soul tested to see how good it is. His was so good you could not even see the shit through a building. His soul space was fucking massive. Nobody knows how many mana beasts he's actually able to hold. Most people have a limit. So his mana space is so large it can't be like at a 1 through 5 stars. He's a 6.
Does that shit kind of sound like Persona a little bit?
Yeah. A lot like Persona.
Well, so
Anything for kids.
you wanna
240K.
no? You wanna talk to the camera for a second? What have you been?
Yeah, but you know, like
I can interrupt Carl. He's already.
No, that's
Go ahead. You know I'm down for it all.
Come here.
You know how
need
I
to
do
talk
this.
over
Hey,
here.
some books are okay too.
you know how it is when I talk about like stuff and.
You're like Carl, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. What have you got, Sean? Welcome to the podcast.
I
So
don't
what
know
have
which
you
one
been
I
reading, watching, playing? Is this segment where that you're in? So say your piece.
The one that has you, what book has you the most excited to read right now?
to read right now. Well, I'm in the middle of this like series. It's from this like really big universe called Hidden. It's called Hidden Legends, and it's got like different magical societies.
Okay.
So I thought it was just like 5, but they have so many. They have the Elementai, which is Native Americans. They basically the Hawkeye. They have like magical companions, and their job is to basically like bond with them and keep them safe. And then there's the Fae, which are fairies, and they're like masters of illusions. And they're like 2 different ones. There's sorcerers and there's shifters. So sorcerers are females and shifters are mostly male. And then there's the astromancers. Then there's the Miriam Coven, which are witches.
What
And
are
then
what do the astromancers do?
astromancers are mostly dealing with stars. Yeah, I think you would really like them. But I haven't read anything with their society just yet. I don't think they're Hidden Legends. Is a big universe, and they have like different. Each series is their own. I mean, each series is their own books. Like they each have like 6 books in each series so far.
Alicia Reyes is the author.
Yeah, Alicia Radis,
Radis.
Megan
What
Linsky.
did I just say?
So Megan Lansing is the one who wrote the book that that I read, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Or halfway read.
First and foremost,
Yeah.
the cover for this book is absolutely gorgeous.
And I thought it was gonna be some like cheesy romance novel, but it's so dark.
There's nothing wrong with a good
Very,
cheesy
very,
romance novel.
very, very,
The
very,
dark and
very,
cheesy.
very, 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 very,
Reverse
very,
fantasy,
very,
dark
very
fantasy, all
dark.
that shit is amazing.
The book I read was very cheesy.
Like nobody's safe, not even children.
Oh,
And you know how I feel about children.
yeah.
Children
She
dying.
hates children. Oh, okay, that's what I meant.
I have a
She's a
child.
loving mother. Alright, get out of my seat. Get out of here. Good job.
Warlock.
Carl, you have anything else? We gotta make it quick. You're past your limit. I should be moving on.
I'm sorry. Watching, of course, Solo Leveling.
Oh, so I'll give you extra time to talk about Solo Leveling because I know that this is one of your favorite shows. So give me some Solo Leveling, bro.
Solo Leveling is amazing. So at the end of season 1, you finally see the main character actually get his class. He's just been a base bitch player at this point, high level as fuck for whatever reason. And at the end of season 1, he had to go through like a 3-episode trial in order to get his class. And based on how he did in this trial, is how he got his class. His class is Shadow Monarch. So as a Shadow Monarch, creatures that you can defeat, you can call back their soul to fight in your army. And depending on the strength of the soul determines how difficult it is
This
to
bastard's
summon
ass
back.
on. This bitch he has a mini army.
Yeah.
And each episode, he's adding somebody else into that bitch.
So like,
And he can I talk?
ahead.
He can
Yeah,
kill
go ahead.
creatures in the dungeon, or he can kill other humans and take their souls and put them in his fucking army.
And keep in mind, he's already damn near like a rogue fighter, so he's damn near like assassin style. Because he gained an invisibility ability, which is already rare as fuck in this world.
You said invisibility.
Yes. He's fast as fuck. He fights with twin daggers.
He can
They can be aura farming.
he
like
can
a
throw that
motherfucker with
bitch
this
and
shit.
he called it back to his inventory and pull the bitch
Yeah.
right back out.
Like
Yeah,
Thor or
and
something.
keep in mind in this
No,
in,
it's better than
in the
Thor.
solo
Wow.
leveling world, whatever power you're born with, that's it.
He got a
You
whole
can't
redo.
increase your strength. You can only increase your efficiency with your ability.
I love Solo.
You watched Solo
Yes.
Leveling?
Even the soundtrack is dope.
Uh-huh.
That's a good
So-
soundtrack.
I think they have a game too, don't
Yeah, they do. There's a mobile game. I know for sure.
they?
So with where we're at now, we're only like 4 episodes.
4 episodes.
Yeah. So you see him, and I swear to God, anytime this man steps into a rift, like some fucked up shit happens.
Yeah.
So
What's a rift?
a rift is a portal to another dimension when you go through. If you don't clear it in time,
The monsters come out.
monsters come out. So you have to go in to clear the dungeon, essentially. The rift of defeat the boss. The rift closes. You can farm shit out of it, take it back, like magic crystals, beast parts, shit like that. And most hunters work to do that and sell it, and that's how they make their money. And if you're strong enough, you do stronger rifts, you make hella fucking money. When the season 1 originally started, our main character was the lowest of the low. He was known as the weakest hunter.
Fucking so.
Yeah, he couldn't like. Homie was trying to fight a goblin and almost died.
Yeah.
And like,
You did tell me that.
He was
Yeah.
like he was a rank E.
I think he was
right.
rank F.
Right,
F?
yeah.
I thought it was E. Okay.
It was 1 or 2, E or F.
Yeah.
It's E.
He was just weak. He was just barely above human levels. Like if a human's a level 1, he was like a level 1.5.
I got you, bro.
So where we're at now in the show, so like the first
I've
episode,
seen it.
his
I've seen
sister's
it.
best friend is contemplating wants to drop out of school to go be a hunter. She's like, you know what? I'm gonna call up one of the managers of the other teams that's trying to recruit me. See if I can go into this. What was like a C rank dungeon he was trying to go
It
into.
was a C rank.
It was like a C rank rift, which is the team that was going in was like all A and B rank, so they should have cleared this shit no problem. He steps into this rift with the girl, and this shit automatically mutates into a red rift, which is a rift that evolves that nobody else can enter. So this shit went from a C rank rift to an A rank rift, with all the A rank monsters being like A plus rank.
Sounds like a God of War boss. that I
Yeah,
walked into by
It
accident.
was.
The entire squad got murked and like.
They split in two.
Yeah.
All the strong ones went one way and they left all the weak ones behind.
Which, of course, the main character is considered a weak
Weak one,
character,
so they
but he
left
really
him.
isn't. He was the strongest thing like that walked into the rift.
He
He,
gave-
already knew what was up.
He made coats for everybody and shit.
Nigga, he just had hella shit in his
He
inventory.
had
He has a system inventory. So Solo Leveling is a system story. So He went through some shit, attained the system, and has now become a player and is able to level up.
He the only one that can level. You gotta
And
watch
solo
it.
level.
It's extremely popular. It's like the most popular.
Dude,
I'm gonna go.
It's like a
find
Korean anime. It's like the most popular shit out right
the
now.
fights in this show
One of the
are
most popular,
fucking
rather.
Seen it, but I
insane.
haven't.
If you
haven't-
read
Even
the
y'all-
book,
y'all-
I stopped
I didn't
right.
know y'all
Like
watched
I
it.
stopped right there when they made it to the little snowy
Yeah.
part.
I know you
Yeah.
watched season 1.
That's why I stopped it.
The fights in this show are absolutely unreal because he's really out here soloing everything, and it's officially he's still a E rank. Unofficially, this nigga is the most definitely fucking A. If not getting ready to
So how
level
was
up
he
to
so
S.
ranked so low?
Because no, so that's what he was
That's
born
how he
as.
started
That's-
out.
That's
So-
started
Dude,
out.
that's
So
a
that-
whole
And then
video.
technically, you
I
can't
gotta
like,
watch
Check
that
out.
shit.
Oh, dude, what video did we
like
talk about
whatever
solo
you
leveling?
were,
Yeah,
Damn
whatever
you
it.
started with, that's what
Yeah, so if you're born at S rank, you're always at S rank. You just have to work on you just have to develop your skills to that.
I hate that.
If he's born a D rank, he's always a
Why
fucking
gotta
D
be
I
rank.
hate to be this
That's what
guy
I'm saying.
again, but like.
Yeah.
I'm at least a beat, nigga.
We gotta move
Goddamn.
on.
Well, yeah, unless you. I have one more question before we move on, though. What should I name this video to try to clickbait people into solo leveling? Should I be like.
Solo leveling is better than Dragon Ball Z.
Ooh, that'll do it.
There you go.
I believe that shit.
That's our thumbnail.
Salacious as it sounds.
Like,
Please believe.
holding up a knife to Goku.
Yo.
That'd be a hell of a fight.
That would be disrespectful and shit,
No.
but we would get some.
Goku can destroy universes.
That would be a challenge. That would be a challenge for me as a
That's not.
Microsoft Paint
That's not you.
Pro. That would be a challenge for me, but I think I could pull it off. Editor Tony, we challenge you to pull that
Make
shit
that
off.
shit
It would be
Yeah,
interesting if I
I'm
could
sure
do it.
we probably
Like a
can.
motherfucker though.
Yeah,
That'll work.
That's-
my belly like a fat
I don't know if I should be. I don't know if I should be saying this on camera, but clickbait is like I'm not. I don't think of it as a negative thing as I used to before I got on YouTube. So anyway, hold on. You want to? Who were we on? We were talking about solo
That's
level.
what's on mine.
Okay.
Yeah, I was solo.
All right. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I am behind on the books. I feel ashamed next to Mr. Carl.
It's okay, don't worry. Nobody
But
here
I got
reads
some
my
books I do have. I am gonna read this year, so I'll get to that eventually. But I will say I have been what I've been watching. I've been watching Night Shift.
Fuck, you did start it.
Yeah, I did. And man,
What is Night
A TV show?
All right, so
Night
and it's a Night Agent. So what it is? All right, so the guy is a guy that works for the White House. He just has a regular job, and one day, this is in season 1. He fucking sees a guy with a briefcase on a train doing some weird shit, and his natural instincts kick in. He grabs the briefcase. He takes care of it. He avoids the train getting destroyed. It was a terrorist attack.
I can hear all y'all snacks.
All right, so what I was saying is, so he was a guy, just a regular employee for the White House, and so what happens is he does some dope shit, stopping the bombing, and because of that, they notice he has like a nice natural skill. So they ask him, hey, they know he's a very much a patriotic guy, so they say to him, hey, do you want to do something extra on the side? And so his job literally became just to answer the phone. So he starts answering the phone. And no, his job is just to sit there and answer the phone, but it's literally just sitting there overnight. And one day he actually answers the phone, and he ends up having to help this girl out. And from there, a whole bunch of crazy shit. I don't want to give away the plot, but I just say it's such a dope show. It is a wild show,
wild.
and it's literally like he's still in the daytime works. He's Clark Kent in the fucking regular day, nigga. He's a regular working guy for the White House, but in his free time, he does like covert shit.
I mean, not really. His 9 to 5 is because his shift is literally the 8 to 8 shift overnight like type shit.
Yeah.
So it's like, but he also he's kind of split between two people. So he's working for the deputy director of the FBI.
Yep.
But he's also working for what is he, the secretary?
The secretary.
You can like stretch the legs.
I think the
and stuff
Secretary
like
of Defense or some shit.
I don't think she's the secretary of defense.
I know
But she's one of the secretaries for the presidential cabinet.
Yeah.
And
he does like side shit.
yeah, so he does like analyzing reports and shit for her while also doing his night agent job.
Yeah.
Which is literally just a call. He's like the call center nigga, but for an exclusive line of like covert ops people that only like 10 people in fucking the government know exist.
And probably in the world. And
Yeah.
doing all kind. And when I say doing crazy shit, it is a bro. But
that shit sounds amazing.
This
sounds like my type of show,
It's
yo.
absolutely one of the best shows on Netflix. It's literally
It's on Netflix too,
Yeah, it's
right?
high budget.
So-
it's not whack.
Okay.
And bro,
Season 2 just came out like Thursday.
yeah, it just dropped, so I've been watching some of it now. and that shit is fire.
I'm
not even gonna tell you what season 2 because I don't want to spoil. But I will say, just start watching that shit. That shit's fire. It really is.
That's
Oh man, what's it called again? One more time.
Night Agent.
The Night Agent.
I want to watch Night Agent. That sounds like my type of show.
It's like #1 show on Netflix. Like that shit is a banger.
I love spy shit. I love intrigue.
Down by the job.
Yeah,
Like,
Everything
wild
you guys
shit.
said is amazing. Sorry, go ahead, Carl.
No, I seen a billboard
Yeah,
ad.
they
on
got
that shit,
billboard
like,
ads for that shit.
downtown type shit. Like, that shit.
Yeah,
is wild.
Y'all know will watch that shit. Y'all know will watch anything as long as it's good.
Yeah, it's real good shit. Real good story.
I love
I
intrigue.
put it up there, right there with Cross and
Lioness.
Lioness. I
It's
put it
like-
right up there with
So
those
if
shows.
you've ever seen any of those kind of shows, I mean, if you haven't seen those shows, you have to watch those shows. Those shows. I mean, I've seen those too, but definitely Night Agent.
My list is too long. Bro, what else you been looking?
All right, but no, fuck
So,
them.
watching,
fuck,
playing,
Fuck
don't
them
talk about
shows.
Marvel
Fuck
Rivals.
them shows. Fuck them shows. I've been playing video games. I've been playing the first game I've been playing. Tomb Raider, not Tomb Raider. Indiana Jones, The Great Circle. That shit is fire. It won't be on PlayStation for like a couple of months, but it is definitely a banger. It's like the movie. It's literally set in between the second and third movie, and it fits. It's the guy who does the voice for Indiana Jones is Troy Baker.
God, I hope that was
Troy
him.
Baker does the voice for Batman and some things, and he does voicing in a lot of video games. So he's a big voice actor, and he does a great Indiana Jones. His gunplay in the game. I mean, the game is made by the people who made Wolfenstein. So it's
Really?
so it's dope in the sense that the gunplay is good, but that's not Indiana Jones. If you've ever watched his movies, he could shoot people, but it was like, no, you put hands on people. You get to beat up Nazis, and there's no greater feeling than beating
Can
the shit out
I
of
whip?
them.
Can I whip
Oh, you can
Nazis?
you can smack the shit out of them. You can snatch the shit out of their hands.
There's one particular Nazi I've been wanting to beat with the old school whip, but that's not a pod. This is not that type of podcast. Me and Chris was talking about doing a political podcast. We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
We want to have you on there too
definitely.
because you also are the same political mind as us, basically.
Yeah.
So anyway,
definitely. But bro, it's a well put together. You do platforming, it's puzzling. There is it's Indiana Jones. I mean, if I would say people would look at Uncharted as Indiana Jones in an action film type game, right? Or play Tomb Raider and think, but no, you are literally fucking Indiana Jones. It's first person and third at the same time. So some parts of the game are in third, and most of it's in first. But you're literally solving puzzles. You're doing Indiana Jones shit. You're switching out weight for shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, it is such a
how's the voice acting and shit?
awesome. Fucking awesome. Everything, nigga, it looks like a movie. When I tell you, it literally fits. If it was to be a new movie, this shit would work. Like, it's better than the two other movies they had, the Shia LaBeouf shit and the other shit they just came out.
I never saw that. But,
Hey, you ain't miss shit. You ain't miss shit.
Okay.
You ain't miss shit. Not at all. And so, and then just like I said, very well acted, very well done, very well. I think, like I said, it'll be a for everybody. It's already on Steam.
What'd you say?
Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. And I've been playing that. So that just got shadow dropped a couple of days ago, if not 2 days ago, when the Xbox did their direct thing. And so it's actually on Game Pass if you have Game Pass.
Don't talk about Ninja Gaiden 4 yet, y'all. We got a gaming news portion. I know we've been recording for a minute, but we're trying to get through this.
Okay. But I will say with this particular game, if you've ever played the original shit, this is like Chef's Kiss. I mean, it's a love letter to motherfuckers that like hacking people to pieces and shit. I mean, you paint blood in this fucking game like you work for Sharon Williams. You know what I'm saying? Like you are literally just it's buckets and fucking buckets of glorious blood. I mean, when you put the claws on, dude, you feel like Wolverine for a minute. You know what I'm saying? As you're dismembering. I know it sounds ridiculously gory, but that is part of the game. Fundamentally, it is. You know, they neutered some of the ones that went to PlayStation with the Sigma shit. But this time around, it's all in its glory, blood everywhere. It's how it's supposed to be.
You know we're gonna talk about some Ninja Gaiden soon.
Oh yes, it's fucking hardcore. So if you are a sensitive gamer, I would say stay away. Just because it's not for you. I mean, it's like, I'm saying like Dark Souls, Demon Souls type shit. You know, it's not easy, and the camera is a little jank. They didn't fix the camera, so
okay.
it is the old school jank. But that being said, I know how to adjust the camera, so I'm not like everybody else.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that shit.
Some of that stuff is kind of like instinct from getting killed so many times.
Yeah. So it's just on top of that, I will say, man, 4K, 60 fucking frames per second. It is fucking glorious.
60 frames is brutal. Also,
And
bro.
saving in the game is awesome. It's no long ass delays. Like I said, this is none of that 360 shit. It is beautiful how times are now. I am truly enjoying this shit. If you are a Ninja Gaiden fan, if you've even attempted to try to play this shit, like you just got to get that shit a chance. It's only, I think it's like $20, $29 maybe, but it's definitely a love letter to the motherfuckers who love Ninja Gaiden. Like I've been actually, and my boy Tone, we talked about this. I said games I wanted to come back.
I mean,
I said, what the
how
fuck
much
is
progress have you made in Ninja Gaiden? Like that game's fucking hard as fuck,
Look,
though, bro.
so it's funny
You
say that. I'm
know.
actually stuck. I made it back to the Hayabusa clan. I'm fighting this guy, and it's funny even on the.
So you are making progress,
I'm moving through the shit. It's funny. I even remember the shit that was hidden. That was like, oh yeah, I know if I hit this little thing, there's some shit in there. So I remember, it's like memory. It really is. Using the weapons.
This like you got to go out. You get the sword, the dragon eye shit.
I get the sword. I got the fucking lunar staff. And I got these
claws.
So
you had to fight that damn demon angel thing in the middle of the church. Is that
yeah.
Man, that was a masterpiece. And you said it's better than the original.
Bro, it's clean. They use Unreal 5. It's fucking beautiful. Like it's like in some moments my son was like, Dad, I've seen you play this game before, but it looks better. I was like, I know, son. You know, I'm like having a moment like it's weird.
Gotta be your oldest because Ninja Gaiden is an old ass game.
Yeah, bro, but it's like, but it's just no. But I've still played it like more recently, like because backwards compatible Xbox, so I can still play it. So it's like some of those games like that. I mean, nigga, I go back and still play Ninja Gaiden Black, and that shit is a classic. Like it's something about that style of game that it's funny. I genuinely miss that shit. It's like we get all these new games that are always super technical. They have all these styles. They have all this shit. And yeah, it's cool and it's fun, but it's like it's a chore to play that shit. And I mean, it's dope. I mean, this never ever takes away from the dope. But sometimes you just want to fucking if the game is dismembering a nigga, maybe that's what I just want to do.
I was gonna say sometimes the game just wants to go in on you.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm cool with that. but I am so cool with that if it makes for a dope experience because I understand the Elden Ring players. I understand the Demon Soul, Dark Soul players. I mean, to me, that shit is a tripping masochism at its finest. But at the same time, when you finally finish that fucking level, man, you almost want to pull your shit out and be like, fuck you, I did that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
goddamn Melina for the first time.
Exactly.
What you talking about, man? Shit.
This is my motherfucking brother over here. I drive up the air all the time when I win.
Happy, man.
I jump out of my chair and this is my brother over here. I drive
was
up
so
the air.
loud. My roommate came
way.
upstairs to check on me and see if I was alright. I said I beat that bitch. Fine. He celebrated fucking with me.
Yeah. Fuck her.
No,
Fuck that bitch.
Fuck you,
wait, hold on. We gotta move on. I'm sorry to steal the mic from you though.
No. But bro, no. But I just wanted to tell you, just to say, if you have not played Ninja Gaiden, because it was on Xbox as an exclusive initially, fucking get that shit. I promise you won't be disappointed. It's on PlayStation now. It's for everything now. It's on Steam, all that shit. So if you fuck with that shit, go get that shit. Won't be disappointed.
Okay, so my turn. All right, so
I love you so much. I fucking love you.
these guys are high as fuck.
I'm
Except for
not, I am
Carl.
sober.
Carl's high off of hanging out with his friends.
I am.
So,
I'm high off the happiness.
And you had some of that damn lick, so let's
Yeah, that shit was also good as fuck too.
Oh, yeah,
You want
wait.
some more, you good?
so hold on, wait.
I'll give a little bit of a second.
All right, y'all. Let me run my little quick what I've been up to real quick before we move on to the next subject. So YouTube, let me talk to y'all about something I've been very late on. YouTube, I don't know if you played God of War Ragnarok. You know I have, because if you've been watching our shorts, you'll notice that we've posted Kratos quotes. So I played God of War Ragnarok, and it is just as fire on the quotables. The gameplay is amazing. The story is amazing. The character development, the graphics is like the most beautiful PlayStation 5 game I played, even standing up to Forbidden West, and I didn't think nothing was touching Forbidden West for a minute. So like the fact that God of War probably surpassed that, go play it for a little while. Go to the dwarf stage, look at the water. Shit look like ray tracing. I don't know if PlayStation 5 is on that level. That shit's crazy how they did that shit.
Shit was amazing.
I'm just saying. Sorry.
No, I said I rock with it, bro. I co-sign that shit. It's a fucking beautiful game.
As I played the game, I text these two guys
The
as I made progress, and they were just laughing at my reactions. Vanaheim?
Yes, Anaheim.
Anaheim's
Beautiful
beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Beautiful place.
The
The enemies though, not so friendly, but the place is fucking beautiful.
The flora and fauna will kill you.
Damn. The flora and fauna.
Yeah, it's be plants and shit. They're not sentient. They just are trying to protect their territory. So we talked about God of War. I haven't watched anything because I don't know why I don't watch stuff. I'm planning on watching Nocturne soon. I know my wife wants to watch it. I have been
It is
playing.
good. I actually watched that shit. You should watch that.
Watch Nocturne.
I'm trying to beat this game called Alina of the Arena.
You been
It's kind of
talking
like
about that
Slay the
shit for,
Spire.
like, all week, bro.
It's like Slay the Spire, but you actually have to move through tiles like a board game. And for some reason, I cannot. Every game that's similar to Slay the Spire, I have annihilated. There's this other game where you play as two characters, and like I beat that game in the same day I got it.
I have a
But
question.
and I beat Slay the Spire like multiple times. I didn't
Still playing that.
beat the heart or nothing, but
I have a question for the group. Do they still make like newer turn-based games for consoles? 'Cause I haven't seen them in a minute.
Persona. Go play
Persona,
Persona.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm surprised Justin didn't talk about Persona during his portion because I seen him online.
I
playing
talk about
all
Persona
the
like
time.
every time what I'm playing. I say that for the last 2-3 recordings. I talk about
That's
that
the game for you, Carl. I promise you, play some
I
Persona, you'll
haven't
love
played
it.
one since like PS2, and I,
I
realized
love that
I haven't
fucking
seen
game.
one in a minute.
I actually went on my first day with the nurse too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's in high school. This nurse is a grown ass woman, by the way.
You got a nurse in the game?
Yeah.
I gotta.
Yeah. She's
I
called the
don't
deaf
know.
doctor.
I don't know.
She's
though,
the
for-
deaf
I
doctor.
don't know the Tony because Queen kind of like got my attention too when she first transformed and all the bank shit.
That's
Queen, old girl.
Oh, you're talking about Makoto.
Another thing
Koto,
you can do
yeah.
is
Did you saw her Persona?
Yes.
She's a fucking
Yes.
monster, bro. She
Yeah,
with the
yeah, Chris,
motorcycle.
Like,
Yes, you can.
The whole
You
outfit.
can even like pick
Yeah,
up
it's a bodysuit. The
She
claws.
got hands and shit. Like she got fucking hands.
She's martial artist. Yeah, so if you date her, you'll see that she's like actually trained in judo and stuff like that.
Yeah,
She actually
yeah.
does martial arts.
What's funny about y'all saying that? That's another thing you can do in Cyberpunk. You can have like girlfriends in Cyberpunk too. Like you can actually like pick up like prostitutes in Cyberpunk, and they got like a whole little scene where you like go to the hotel room with them. You know, like
So,
that. It's crazy.
Anytime a deep RPG doesn't have any kind of dating in it, I'm sort of disappointed because I've played so many games where I can date people and fuck people that it's like. So, for instance, there's the game that you started. I don't know how far you got into it, but you were playing Outer Worlds.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that there was no romance in Outer Worlds disappointed me.
Yeah, I'm playing that shit now.
It's a
I'm
good
a straight
game.
up villain. Like I do every terrible thing you could possibly do with that fucking game.
It's a great game. It's just that it doesn't have everything to make it perfect. Like if it had grenades and romances, it would have been a 10 out of 10 for me.
Well, they got a sequel coming.
And it'd been a little longer. There was DLC I didn't play too.
It's kind of boring, but the simple fact is you can terrorize people in that fucking game.
I didn't find it boring at all. I was just like, wow, this game is fucking crazy. How
Yeah,
much
it is
dialogue
crazy
and
shit.
choices you can make.
Yeah.
But you're built a little bit different.
Yeah.
I know that you're based off synapses.
Slightly
I
agent
ain't
of
mad.
chaos. Slightly.
But I guess that's everything.
Anti-hero.
We can kind of move on to the next segment. Hold on,
Yeah,
bro.
you did.
Let's move on to gaming news. Anyone got any gaming news before I start pulling up subjects?
Switch 2.
Of course. Yes.
That sounds like some bullshit.
Why do you think it sound like some bullshit?
Bro, it's amazing. It's everything it was supposed
Talk,
to be.
talk to me, Justin.
Like from what I seen from the Switch, the net, like it's the internet on it, it's trash. Like the online play is fucking trash.
On the Switch too?
Like no on the Switch. So I'm hoping if the Switch is 2, it's gonna have to be way
That's a
better.
legitimate beef.
Agreed.
Yeah, that's a-
It has to be
Agreed.
way
The
better.
network play has to be highly improved.
And I'm talking about peer to peer because me and
It's
you
a-
have played
my problem
Smash
is-
right in front of each other, and that shit would be dropping. It's like how we
Freezing.
have frames drops, and we're
Freezing.
2 feet from each other.
My problem is this is fucking Nintendo. They should be on par with fucking Xbox and PlayStation.
So wait,
But if you think about it,
Nintendo
Nintendo's
Sony and
always been
Microsoft
behind.
are electronic companies. Just remember that Nintendo is a video game company, and Sony and Microsoft literally make like devices with shit on it. You know what I'm saying? Not to make defense for them.
That's a good point, though.
Yeah, because that's what me and my brother literally had the conversation before I came in was how good would how the network work? Because outside of playing Mario Kart, everything else is kind of ass.
Mario
if you
Kart's
think
not
about
even
it,
perfect.
Nintendo has
It's not
always
even
been-
that, but it's just that shit works better than
More
playing
like-
Smash. We
Smash
saw
Bros.
Smash.
Terrible.
Smash is terrible.
It's what made me stop playing the game.
Yeah,
I mean, if you go
like-
back to like even with the GameCube, like Xbox had like an online thing, but like The GameCube didn't have like no real online
Like,
shit.
yeah, you
But
had to
me-
buy
me
another
either.
whole
You had the
piece.
but
Really,
you
truly,
but to the GameCube's defense though, you had to hardwire it.
Yeah,
to
you had to
get your
hardwire
GameCube
or
online.
something.
But I mean, also at the same time though, like Nintendo has always had good games. They've always had children games, but their games never really evolved. Like you got like better graphic qualities, but like play wise,
I mean, but they have a niche that they actually go for.
That
So
is
it's like when
true.
you buy their games, all right, their games could still be technically sound because Splatoon is actually a very technical game.
I'm in Chris's camp though.
Yeah.
While they might be behind on hardware, I think they're ahead on creativity.
Miles.
They are, but it's just
miles.
like I kind of want, and I haven't like the last thing I had from them was like a 3DS. So it was like
Good
it'd be
system.
nice, yeah, exactly. It'd be nice to see. Yes, they have hella creative games. Their games are all fucking household names for the most part. It'd just be nice to see like the quality of the games go up a little more. Like they're at like, hey, this is my base level. This is where everything's gonna be at.
Have you
bare
played
minimum.
Tears of the Kingdom?
I want you to play some Switch games,
Because
bro.
bro, they got
Like I
some.
said,
I want you to
it's
play a
been-
few
they got some-
Switch games.
Because Astro
No, play
Chain
fuck
is
that. Play Breath of the Wild.
Yeah,
Look,
Breath of the
look,
Play
Wild,
Breath of the
yeah.
Wild, bro.
I'll be honest with you. I was working at GameStop when the Switch came out, and I was salty as shit because the day that shit was announced for pre-order was the day I was off, and I came into work the fucking next day, and I couldn't pre-order that shit.
Yeah.
So I was salty as shit, and it was like I've wanted to Switch for years. I was like, fuck this
I
shit.
mean,
I'm
bro,
not getting it.
That wasn't too long before you met
bro,
us.
there are some very, very dope games.
Because it was like a few years after I met Chris, like maybe like 2 or 3 years after I met Chris that I got my Switch. He
Yeah.
got his.
All right.
Because I used to bring mine to work, and we would play some shit sometimes. Mario Kart.
Oh, but shit, yeah, I'm gonna move y'all along though. Also though, actually, let's just
Well, I would say
You guys want to talk? What else
Ninja
about
Gaiden-
the Switch?
Ninja Gaiden-
Shady 4. I have to talk about that
Yeah.
shit.
Wait. Before, do you want to move on to Ninja Gaiden 2? Because I had another thing I wanted to add about the Switch before we moved on. Does anyone else have anything you want to add about the Switch?
Well, I would say with the Switch, so what you will get with the Switch 2 is you will get a bigger screen.
I swole out.
This nigga. No, so you will get a bigger screen. You will get a bigger grips. You will get better functionality. You get magnetic. You get Hall effects in the thumbstick.
I like the magnetic.
And so the Hall effect
So that,
in the thumbstick.
brings me to my gripes. So I have gripes, and I have things that I like. YouTube. So first off, I think that is beautiful. The aesthetic, it looks great.
It looks sexy.
2 screens, balling. I can be playing, and this is my second screen. I love it. Or my laptop, whatever. My tablet, love it. Thank you, Switch. Okay, this motherfucker looks so fragile. Them Joy-Cons look like they snap the fuck off on your pocket.
But-
And then also, I was in Walmart the other day for some of the other shit, and I just glanced. Joy-Cons is still like $60, $70 and shit.
Yeah.
How much are these motherfuckers gonna be?
Look,
You know the old ones aren't gonna go down.
your gripes are right. All I would say to that is just remember this. This is Nintendo. They aim their products to be toward kid friendly. So because of that, because I saw somebody on Reddit.
Kids are gonna annihilate these
Somebody was saying
Joy-Cons.
about the connector for the magnetic part, and they were saying the kids are gonna fuck it up. And they were saying, look, no, Nintendo really does ruggedly test their shit. So you gotta understand, like I in this aspect, they know what they fucked up last time. I will say, I think this was supposed to be the Switch Pro that they had kept talking about, and they find, and they.
Well, we got the OLED. I think that's kind of like the Switch Pro.
But this motherfucker's like the OLED on steroids.
No.
See, the only thing is we just don't know if it's because I think at best the specs will be 1440, and I'm cool with 1440 because 1440 is still really fucking nice.
Yeah.
Because what they're saying now is Call of Duty will be on the Switch too.
Get out of town. They're gonna
Because
make
you gotta
so
remember.
much money.
So hold on. Remember this one very important thing from this is when we had the lawsuit between Sony and Microsoft. Remember, Microsoft had to put all their cards on the table. So the fucking government got to look and comb through everything they were doing. And a lot of this shit got posted. And one of the things they said was that Microsoft said, we will support Nintendo just like we support PlayStation and how we support ourselves. And you're already seeing some of it now because you have some of my favorite games like, what's the shit with the music shit? The game that you like to play. It's kind of like Devil May Cry.
I want to call it Jet.
Hero Rush.
Jet Rush.
No, the hero shit. The guitar shit where the niggas beating.
Oh, Hi-Fi Rush.
Hi-Fi Rush. All right, so you're already seeing a testament of Microsoft's commitment to putting the games on other systems, and so this shit they're gonna have now, bro. Just wait and see. Like I'm not a Microsoft fanboy,
Hey.
but I have a Microsoft perspective.
Oh, I mean, you are a little bit though.
I mean, look, I have invested.
You're kind of loyal, so somewhat.
Yeah, to a degree. I'm not, because at the same time, like I said, I do still play games on my gaming PC and all that.
I'm not trying to put you on blast or nothing.
But I will say, as far as like, but they did say they would put Call of Duty would be on the Switch. That's all I'm saying. All that to say that.
Oh,
That's what Phil
and
Spencer said.
this is all I'm saying. All I'm saying is you need to have one homie with an Xbox just in case they come out with some fire shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
When-
Because if I'm not mistaken, they about to drop another Gears too, ain't they?
Yeah, that's coming soon.
Carl will show up at your
Yeah.
house.
Nigga.
Carl will show up at
With
your
a
house.
smorgasbord of snacks.
Yeah, I know.
With a smorgasbord of snacks.
I mean, we did get Dark Tide. We got to see it.
Oh, they might even have a remastered Breath of the Wild because of the new system with the new specs. It's like because the shit games will be 4K or at least damn near at least 2K at 60 frames per second on that shit, and that shit's gonna be crazy.
Do you guys have any gaming news before I go ham?
Ninja Gaiden
Chris, you
4.
got anything else? Oh, so let's talk about Ninja Gaiden. Yeah.
Ninja Gaiden 4.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do y'all think?
First of all, about fucking time. About time.
It's about
Like you
I
were
mean-
saying earlier, it's greedy. It's going to be greedy and fucking gory, just like it's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be, yeah.
It's like from what I've seen,
The previews
Was
looked
this-
amazing.
Was this one of our anime predictions from our earlier video?
I don't think no one. If Chris had been here,
He would've said
for
that.
our-
Because me and him have had this conversation.
Watch our nostalgic video games that we. That's our first video. Watch our nostalgic videos that we. Nostalgic video games that we want back. Watch it.
Now they need to give me fucking
Watch it
Tenchu.
twice.
Tenchu need to be next, but that's another
Self-Assassin. Yeah, that's definitely what's on the list.
Yeah, I think that's a whole.
Because if you're gonna give me Ninja Gaiden 4, motherfucking,
Give me
you know what I'm saying,
Assassin.
From Software, do y'all magic. If you can bring back that damn Armor Core shit, you can bring back Tenchu. Just throw it out there.
We had a whole conversation the other day, and basically what I was saying is I think that there was a era. There's difficulty in video games has eras. So back in the day when we were playing NES and Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, even games were really challenging. It was you didn't hear about people beating video games very often unless they were lying or unless they were just the shit. Most of the time you see it yourself. So like,
Well, you know why
and
they
then
did
it,
that, right? Because it was the rental market. So
And then-
they had to purposely make it hard so you could.
arcades were still a thing too, and there were a lot of Japanese developers. And then so we move along, and then when consoles are more household around PlayStation era and up, video games got a lot easier. After a while, a lot of people were able to beat video games. So it was like, you know, if you were going to beat Crash Bandicoot like 3 or something like that, that's not that big of a deal unless you beat Crash Bandicoot 3. So like, what I was saying to Chris earlier is that Ninja Gaiden is that kind of the primogenitor of modern day games, going back to being like extremely hardcore difficult, because Ninja Gaiden was kind of the first game like. If you go back and look at the old Ninja Gaiden, that motherfucker's hard as shit too. So we already talked about Ninja Gaiden. We talked about Switch 2. Unfortunately, Dragon Age 2 crashed.
Did it?
Yes, it's
Yes,
terrible.
they say that it was so bad that EA took a multi-million-dollar hit on it.
Oh shit.
So there was a woke controversy. We're not going to talk about that because that's some bullshit. But the gameplay was the main thing that was different. The director, the person who was director, left BioWare.
Yeah, I heard it.
So like, I was actually going to get it
Wait,
because I'm
Age or Dogma?
Veilguard.
Belgar.
Okay.
Yeah, the brand new one. With
I was
the
actually
bright-
going-
with the ugly bright ass colors and weird art direction. It's like so
It
different.
looked like
Oh.
a Disney movie.
Yeah, compared to what it was,
Yeah.
it's like you had a layup for what you had would be ideally just add more to the story.
I mean, just
Add-
a hard ass game with like
Yeah,
a bunch
it
of that's
is.
deep ass relationships.
Yeah.
That's
Great
what.
Yeah.
magic system.
Because Inquisition is fucking insane.
Yeah, Inquisitions. Actually, believe it or not, I
I was
fucking
also-
that one.
Hell, even Dragon Age Origins is amazing.
Yeah.
You brought up Dragon Age, and I don't know why that reminded me, but that Doom Dark Ages looks fucking.
Yes.
Oh
it
yeah,
is.
yeah,
Yes,
that's a
it
good
is.
one.
Oh,
That's a good one, Chris.
God.
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing that up.
Oh,
Wait.
God.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that was actually in all in the
So
Xbox
hard.
developer thing. That shit
I actually just watched that today when I was on the shitter.
Yeah.
Whatever YouTube. But yeah, agreed.
that shit looks amazing.
Agreed.
And,
Yeah.
and it's the origin story, so this is gonna be.
Doom ain't even, I'm gonna be honest with you, my friend.
Nobody
Doom ain't
cares
doesn't
about
need to
story.
have no story. If it has a story, that's just extra because I will enjoy any story. If a game throws a good story at me, I will sit there and enjoy it and love it. But
Has
it
any-
ain't gotta have one.
Has anybody
I'ma
heard
be
anything
real with
about
you.
Dogma?
I want to be after I beat Cyberpunk.
What?
I'm gonna get that Doom Eternal because that shit looks nasty.
What about
Has
with
anybody
Dogma? What?
heard Dragon's Dogma too?
Dragon's Dogma? No, I'm sorry.
Now that
I haven't heard
I heard it was pretty solid, just a little bit. But I heard the first one was still better than the second one, but they said it's still a damn good game if you fuck with that. Dragon Dogma. I do want to play it, but them shits is hardcore, bro. I want to get into that shit, but I like the story. I look at how it looks, but I don't know.
Well, I've been waiting for this.
That's
shit.
a whole video.
Ferocious women.
Mm-hmm.
The top 3. I actually had to put. I put together my list so last minute, y'all.
I don't even have one.
I had like 2 in mind. It took me a while.
This
to
was
find
your
them.
suggestion. You ain't got no list, Carl.
I don't have a list, but at the same time, I've watched enough diverse ass anime. Sometimes I just forget names.
Shit, who won first?
YouTube. This is our top 3 for most ferocious women in anime. Oh, also, Chris, we probably did we mention this before? You had to have been in the group chat and shit like that. Do you have 3 like ferocious women from anime that you probably
I did not get a chance.
If you could just like think of anything random like along the way, you could just interject. You don't, and you can also comment.
Okay.
But if you just anything random along the way, it's no big deal.
Okay.
You know. Who said you want to go first?
I go first.
Let's go.
Roberta. from
The
Black
Terminator from
the,
Black
the
Lagoon.
Bloodhound of Felicia. Oh my God! Like if there's a more ferocious woman in the world, it would be her. This motherfucker chased down a car on foot.
What?
She chased down the car on foot and started shooting at it. Man, badass. This purity ass badass. And like, I don't know if y'all seen Black Lagoon. If you haven't, you should. If not, if you don't want to watch the whole anime, watch her episode.
She's only in 1 episode, or she in multiple
No.
episodes?
She was such a badass. She survived the first episode. She got a second fucking episode, and she's even worse than that shit. She kills a whole entire fucking army by herself,
Goddamn.
and they knew she was coming, and she still killed them all.
God damn.
Like I don't know if you were. I've never seen the anime that he's talking about. Black Lagoon is high up on my list. I need to watch it. But she's like a maid who's like an assassin type shit.
Oh, her, the Spanish maid.
Yeah, Roberta
Man,
Bloodhound.
bruh, she was a fucking
And
menace.
she was working for the Mexican mafia and shit. And like,
Wasn't she literally just there to recover some shit?
no, she was taking care of a little boy.
Oh, that's right. And the little boy got lost.
Little boy got kidnapped.
Yeah.
He went back. And
Yeah, she was shit.
the only reason they chased down
I
Remy
seen
and
that
shit
episode.
is because the little boy said, I don't want to go back with her. This motherfucker
What's
was
her name? You said?
Roberta the Terminator from Black Lagoon.
the bloodhound for
Literally,
Felicia.
I have a video.
Full
After we're
April.
done shooting, Chris, I have a video to show you from CJ the Champ.
Yeah, he explained all of it.
Walk around with nothing but a briefcase and some glasses.
Yeah.
That briefcase was a fucking machine gun.
Yeah, she's gonna
Oh,
dump.
shit.
She's gonna dump
She
more.
was dropping grenades out from under her dress. Like, she was a
Yeah.
badass.
Whoa.
Like,
Yeah.
Didn't she do that shit like with a curtsy? She
Mhm.
curtsies out the area, grenades drop, pins drop, fucking dips.
I think that have you seen Black Lagoon? I think me, Chris, and Krishna should like watch Black Lagoon together and like react to it.
Okay.
it's
And
such
y'all
a
should,
good
like-
anime.
I think
Like,
I've watched I think I've only
It's
seen like the
classic
first
right
5
here.
or 6 episodes.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
Oh, you haven't seen the whole thing either. So
if you,
we all
if you
need
can
to
watch
sit down and
Cowboy
watch it.
Bebop, you will watch this shit.
Yeah.
I'll put it like that.
I'm a big Cowboy Bebop
I
fan,
fuck
so you
with
got me
Cowboy
sold.
That shit good. And like I said, if you don't like, it's like every episode is not the same.
Nah,
It's always something different.
Oh, like
going on.
Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
because
That's crazy.
really and truly, it's the main crew are just like some mercenaries working in like a pirate haven where everything in the fucking city is illegal, but they're taking jobs from the Russian mafia,
The
okay.
Yakuza.
the Yakuza.
Wait.
Oh, so
I'm
they-
sorry to interrupt you, Carl, but we were just talking about Roberta.
Yeah,
You know how we do these top
Yeah.
threes. Justin, what else you got? Who
Okay.
else is on your list of the top?
Medusa Gordon from Soul Eater.
Okay.
Medusa, huh?
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
she's a terrible fucking mother. Like, she had her son going around killing people for her, then fucking them up in the process. It was like, when she was done, she was like, oh, I didn't care about you, I'm done. I'm like, oh my God, that shit hurt my feelings. Like, terrible fucking person. Alright.
Oh wait, hold on. So YouTube, y'all are gonna hate me and think I'm a creepy creep for this. I like Medusa because she had her toes out the whole anime. All right, moving on.
This-
Nah. The little
Alright.
jumpsuit with the hoodie shit, that shit was
Yeah,
adorable.
she
She's
ain't
adorable
wear
as fuck,
shoes.
but she's evil as shit, dog.
Yeah, she is adorable. I've had friends cosplay as her. And moving right along.
Rise Kamasudo from Tokyo Ghoul. the chick that ate Kaneki, that tried to eat, like, thought he was gonna get the pussy, and she was planning on eating his ass.
Say it again.
Rise, like, Tokyo Ghoul. You know, the first episode before he got turned into a ghoul, like, he got hurt really bad. They used her organs.
Oh, that was her name?
Yeah.
I think Risei.
Risei.
Is that Rise?
Yeah.
I'll accept that though. I think it's Risei though.
Fucking maniac.
That shit sounds crazy.
And she was like one of the worst ones there was at the time. So she was a terrible person. And so after she gets fucked up and puts her organs in old dude, she was in this nigga head the whole entire time, talking to him.
Jeez.
Well, I mean, that's how he was able to really use his damn abilities, though.
Oh, Carl seen it too.
Yeah, she coached the fuck out of him.
Yeah. Like the part when Jason had him tied up to the chair and shit, like, he had no choice. But yeah, she's an evil ass motherfucker. I got one honorable mention.
You go for the honorable mention.
Balakia from Black Lagoon, the Russian chick with the big ass scar on her fucking face.
I'm not familiar with that one.
Oh god, she runs everything. She runs a mafia mob.
Oh, you talking about the boss?
The boss.
Hell no, yo, nobody was fucking with her. She had everybody shook.
Yeah,
The whole fucking city.
She had one of the main characters shook, and like she was and Remy is a fucking badass.
Yeah, she's a psychopath.
She's a fucking
Now
psychopath.
I know about Remy. You say she's a psychopath.
Yeah,
I would.
She shut Remy up. Like
She gave me like protagonist vibes and stuff like that. So.
No, hell no.
That's the chick with the tank top on
With
and
the
the
two
hoodie
pistols.
shorts.
In the
The two
two-
pistols.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got one, but I don't know if that really count. Android 18.
Yeah, she's evil.
Oh hell yeah!
For what she
I mean,
did,
like,
She
she
is
Android
did.
is
vicious.
unlimited,
You see,
but-
she broke Vegeta's arm and shit like that in their first
Yes.
encounter, and in Trunks' future, she also was like mass genocidist,
Yeah.
genocider.
I know I
Genocidist, is
can't
that
really
right?
add to it. I
That's
mean, I
not
watch
bad.
some, but like I said, I don't know character names like that. Like my wife watches a bunch of anime too, so it's like
Just give us.
That's okay.
actually it's crazy. Everybody in the house is like anime like fluent except for me. Like I'm like the sad guy behind
You-
like everybody. Like my kids watch a lot of different shit, bro, and that shit irks me.
There's too much anime out anyway. Even if you started watching anime, you could watch completely different stuff from them that they've never
Like,
seen.
I'll be honest with
Shit,
you.
I did used to fuck with Sailor Moon though, and them was some wild motherfuckers in Sailor Moon.
That's-
Sailor Monkey is my wife.
It's not too bad of an anime.
I've never actually watched Sailor Moon.
I had
It's,
sisters. like,
it's okay.
my sisters
not too
watched
bad.
It's
it.
still old school, but it was definitely cool. Back
Yeah,
then.
it's mostly goofy to be
Yeah,
honest
yeah,
with
yeah.
you, and then it's like a romantic.
You can get somebody
Kind
from
of
I always
Video
thought
if you want
Tuxedo Mask was kind of clean though.
Yeah,
I thought that fucker was clean and shit.
Yeah,
though, with
yeah.
the top hat and shit.
he would just show up and like just be like do nothing and then leave
He had an
sometimes,
ultimate Riz though.
also. Yeah,
that
he
was
did.
Riz was all about. Like
Oh my god,
every time old girl see him, she just fucking melt.
he did have
Damn.
drip out of this
He had
world though.
he had the fucking Riz, bro.
His drip was fucking ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie. Tuxedo Mask.
That motherfucker had the tuxedo on, the top hat, the fucking
Didn't he have
mask and
like
shit.
another form, like another transformation?
That was season 2. Yeah, he came back as another guy, like the Arabian Night or some shit.
Yeah. That was when he wore like white or some shit.
He
right?
still was throwing roses around or some
Oh
shit.
damn,
But
damn.
you know, I've that was much
He
childhood.
said Riz.
Wait, hold on, wait. We're
talking
that was a
about-
good off the topic moment. We were talking about Sailor Moon and shit. Hold on, like, that was Chris's right there. You can still come back if you think of something. You want me to go?
What?
Oh, hold on,
can I
let me
say
put my
one
phone
thing?
out. Yeah, go ahead.
Sailor Moon was fucking overpowered. She was fucking. She's strong as fucking.
Shit,
hell.
can she throw a disc at you and like turn you into dust?
Yeah.
Later on in the story, she gets way stronger. She's way stronger than you
Yeah,
think.
Sailor Moon like planetary and shit.
Yeah, she's
Like, she
planetary.
ruled the moon and watched over Earth from the moon for
Yeah.
millennia.
yeah.
Her and Tuxedo Mask are the reincarnations of these forms.
Oh yeah. Everybody's from the moon and they're reincarnated on Earth.
Right, and they
It's
had like a
weird.
paradise.
It's like Big O or some shit. Doesn't that remind you of Big O?
Yeah,
You
Big
You
O
know
was
anything about
fucking
Big
shit.
O?
Yeah.
That
I
shit
think
was.
it
You do? Okay, it's
I
got
think it
big.
was called the Crystal Palace or some
Yeah,
shit.
the
They had
Crystal
on
Palace.
the moon.
This guy knows more about Sailor Moon than he would give himself.
I see.
He admitted
Oh,
in the
yeah.
past.
That shit used to come on Tsunami, right?
Yep.
Me too. Same.
Yep.
My little sister also
Bro,
likes
that's
Sailor
exactly
Moon,
why I
You
know
know something
about
else that was
shit.
pretty good? Inuyasha was pretty good.
Man, y'all off the topic as fuck. We're not about to talk about Inuyasha. Well, let me do my 3, okay? Alright, so here's either. Hi, YouTube. I think I'm way off camera now. I'm sorry, I've been drinking. Can you see me? These are my top 3 most vicious women in anime that I've compiled. I just made this list today. So, don't be mad at me if my explanation is not complicated. So first off, we got fucking S-Def from Akame Got Kill.
I knew you was gonna pick that.
I talk about Justin, you know me very well. Though.
I knew you was gonna.
I
She
talk
was
about,
on my list. I said one of these guys gonna say her, and I already know what Chris. I don't want Chris until I know exactly who he's gonna say.
well, thank you, and I can't wait to see your prediction in the future. So you know about S-Def.
Yeah.
S-Def. You guys, I don't think y'all have seen Akame Got Kill. It's like one of the most violent animes where all the main characters usually die, except for like maybe one or two.
One.
And like it's two. It was two because the lady with the eye patch lived,
Oh yeah,
and Akame lived.
Yeah.
Spoilers for Akame Got Kill. So S-Def is one of the main antagonists, and she is like one of the main military leader. She got her ice powers from drinking the blood of this ice creature that usually would kill you, and she managed to master that. She destroyed this resistance leader that was extremely strong, and she like tortured him to the point that he turned into a slave that was like licking her boots and shit. And after she got broken past that point, she murdered him by kicking him in the face and shit. She's definitely like probably the top 3 in that anime.
She was really hot.
She won't just murder you with ice power. She's just strong in general. Yeah, she's hot. She's got kind of like this like Nazi outfit on.
She was looking for a real man.
Yeah, so basically, that's the most interesting thing about her character. She basically was the strongest, and she wasn't worried about fighting people no more. I could beat anybody. She just wanted to find love. And the main character in anime, Tatsumi, I talked about in our anime quote video, that was what she chose. And so like he definitely wasn't towards working with the government, but she like was trying to get that. So S-Def is definitely one of the most vicious women you ever find in anime. Watch Akame Got Killed. She's murdered. You'll be scared too.
Can I just say one thing about her? Yeah. She was so fucking strong. Her ice power was so fucking strong. She froze fucking time.
Wow.
And yeah, that was some dope ass shit. Cause like, if you don't watch the anime, just watch the last fight.
Akame, she dueled with Akame at the end. And Akame's power is she's got a sword that if it cuts you one time, the poison will spread throughout your entire body and you'll die automatically. One cut kills anyone automatically. Wow. She got cut by Akame's sword, and when it started spreading, she cut her own arm off and kept fighting. That's S-Def. She's a monster.
Fucking monster.
So next on the list, I have Nezuko, the ultimate little sister from Demon Slayer. She's like my favorite little sister out of all anime because she basically, her family got attacked and all died, and she basically lived, but she turned into a demon because that's what happens. It's like being a vampire kind of sort of, and she managed to get saved. But if you ever seen some of like Nezuko's highlights from like YouTube and stuff like that, when she gets angry and fights other demons, she be beating the shit out of them. The first time I ever noticed how savage she was when they were fighting these twin demons. Yeah. When one of them was distracted, she ran up full speed and like soccer kicked this motherfucker's head off so hard that it like hit a tree and went through and shit like that. Like my other favorite Nezuko moment is when she got a transformation. She got like these vine tattoos and shit and a horn, and she stomped the Mudhole, Stone Cold Steve Austin,
the twin,
she mudhole stomped the shit out of a stronger demon and walked that shit dry. Like, we were terrified as an audience. Wow. We were just sort of like, Nezuko, this might be a little too far. We were cheering on her.
I'm like,
we were cheering on her, but we didn't know she was like this.
Yeah, like,
she's the ultimate little sister. She's the best little sister in all of anime. Nobody can tell me any differently. Say what you want about Demon Slayer's plot. Nezuko be stomping Nezuko all day. My last vicious anime baddie would be Yuno Gasai from Future Diary. That's another anime I talked about on another anime of the podcast.
Editor Me. Watched it. Oh, you know.
Editor Me Find Me is the anime where people are playing a death game where their phone can tell you the future, and she's the psycho girl. The main character could just see things around him, but he didn't know anything about himself. But because she was a crazy stalker for him, her diary only told him about what he was going to do, and she murdered so many people in the anime for him. She's what we know as a yandere. A yandere is a anime stereotype for a Japanese girl that's so in love with the main character that she's willing to murder everybody for him, including herself and the main character.
Oh, shit.
She's extremely scary. She was abused by her parents. They used to lock her in the cage and stuff like that. So, like, she one day got the drop on them and locked them in the cage and starved them to death. During the death game, her and the main character were playing. They had to spend the night at her house. His diary was giving him clues all the way up to the point at like he didn't go in the bedroom, and his curiosity got the better of him, and he went in there and saw her dead parents decayed and shit like that, and this motherfucker ran all the way home, breathless, got home, slammed the door, key lock, everything like that, and he's just laying there like against the door, like I can't believe what I just saw. And then all of a sudden the keyhole opens, and Yuno is standing there, and she says, "You didn't say goodnight, sweetie, but good night, sweetie. I'll see you tomorrow."
Oh my god.
Horrifying.
Oh, that shit just creeped me the fuck out.
Here's a list of the weapons that she wields throughout the anime: a machine gun, a katana,
Damn.
a flamethrower, various knives.
You better be a flamethrower.
Right.
Flamethrower?
You had me a machine gun.
Watch.
Nigga, you had me a door
watch,
opening.
It's not the perfect anime. It's one of my favorites. It's not perfect. Maybe watch Future Diary. It's called Mirai Nikki in Japanese. It's only like 24 episodes plus an extra episode because people didn't like the ending. Totally worth it. Those are my 3 most vicious women in anime.
Let me give you.
Can I give her one more real quick?
Go
I just
ahead.
wanted to. What about the chick from Hunter? Not Hunter. The chick from Spy Family.
Oh, you're talking about Yor.
Yeah,
I would agree.
that.
But so here's the thing, though. She's just like, she's an assassin and she's extremely skilled. But for some reason, she's a really good person. So when it comes to that little girl, Anna, Anya.
Yeah.
When it comes to Anya, she flips the switch. I've seen her kick somebody so hard that he ping ponged through the alleyway that he was in.
Well, you also have to remember the only reason she is an assassin was to raise her brother.
True.
That's literally the only. And
He's just a psycho.
Yeah, but for her,
Imagine becoming an assassin to save your brother.
no,
That sounds
but you
good,
gotta.
bro.
She's
no,
like
not
Scarlet.
save her
She's
brother.
basically
She raised her brother.
she's basically Black Widow for Marvel.
Because you gotta remember, she's been doing that shit since she was in grade school.
Yeah.
Going to school and then being an assassin at night.
Yeah.
My 3, Jesse, you already know who will be my first one.
Might as well be a Black Clover. Go for it.
It's gonna be Muriel Leone, of course. How the fuck is it not Muriel Leone?
Told you.
Like,
So, I'm a person who has not seen Black Clover. Can you explain her to a little bit?
Okay, so you got
synopsis for
the
her?
captains are supposed to be the strongest mages in the village.
Okay.
Muriel Leona is the sister of one of the captains. She's stronger than him, but she just wants to fight strong things. So she didn't want to be a captain. So she goes out into the woods where all the where all the mana monsters is, and she just whoops their asses and masters magic on a level higher than anyone else in the kingdom. She's a fucking
To the
myth.
point where one of the first times you see her, she breaks into the Black Clover's headquarters.
It's all good.
Yami, the captain of the fucking squad, walks through, sees her, proceeds to turn around to the rest of the squad. Wild animal on the loose! Run! Abandoning the building! Look. She fucking sends out a mountain claw, grips this nigga's head, and just yanks his ass the fuck back. Yami ain't a fucking slouch.
Look.
She takes baths in volcanoes.
When we first see her, she's like butt naked, standing underneath like a lava flow, and it's like pouring magma onto her body, and she like
Pyroclastic
magma.
Pyroclastic flows,
she's
nigga.
bathing in mana, and you just see like magma over her tits.
She takes
Yeah,
a bunch of
like,
squads. She
power
takes a
game.
bunch of different squads from the story to a fucking mountain. Say either climb this mountain or die. It's a fucking volcano.
Right.
So the higher you go, the higher it get. So
But it's honestly teaching them better mana control.
yeah.
Right.
And
So
the main character has a
she's
sword
the
that
first
seeks
person.
out.
There's this thing you can do where you take control over the mana and the environment around you.
Okay.
It's called Mana Zone. She's the first person in the series we see able to consistently Mana Zone.
And didn't she do that shit while after
This
she...
is dope.
She
I
fought
gotta watch
5
this shit.
It's Black Clover.
Elves are
I
stronger
gotta
than
watch this
humans.
shit. I
Elves
gotta
are
watch
stronger than humans. She fought 5 of them at the same time and cooked them niggas.
Now, put that...
Nigga, once you said
no,
baths and
look,
fucking
to
lava,
put that in
nigga.
perspective, imagine fighting every single last one of the androids at the same fucking time.
Basically.
On initial contact.
She passed out standing up.
Right.
But
She ain't
I'm-
nothing to play with.
Well, and later on from the anime, I seen the clip of this shit. She's fighting like one of the enemy generals from like another country that's really and truly stronger than her. She beat the dog shit out of her. No, Merrily only got the dog shit beat out of her. pop back up and say, "Yo, run that shit back," like instantly. And if I'm not mistaken, the person like the female she was fighting had like an army behind
Where
her.
do I find this?
Crunchyroll.
I feel bad because this sounds amazing, and
Yo,
Chris has been trying to get me to read this manga for like 5 years.
People
Really,
don't watch.
I'm-
People say it's a cliche of Naruto, but it's
I can see,
No, no,
I can see
not
that in
the
the
moment.
beginning. In the beginning, I could totally see that.
Yeah,
But like,
that's the
it
feel-
goes
that's-
beyond that.
Naruto had way
Let's
too much
say-
plot armor. The fact that
Also-
homie got his arms broke like hella early in
I'm
the
gonna
fucking
tell
show
y'all.
came back.
Also,
Well,
my
everything.
second one, because I don't want to take a bunch of time. My second one is of course if y'all been watching Bleach 1,000 Year Blood War, fucking Yoruichi's a problem. She was always a problem.
Mm-hmm.
And then anytime you got a black character and a black woman character in an anime, that's my favorite character. So like, man, Yoruichi at the end where she really like used her real powers that she been holding in the whole series
Shit.
to fight the Stern Ritter dude with her lightning powers
First
and
and
shit.
foremost, the fact
She
that the
went the
captains
fuck
are
off,
able to
okay.
retire.
Yeah.
Because don't majority of the captains are only
She
replaced once
actually
another
is
captain dies?
right. She's a captain,
Yeah.
but she just stopped being a captain.
Yeah,
she got a
she's like,
zanpakuto and everything.
she's like, I don't do this
She
shit.
got like a sword and a bankai and everything that she never uses because she doesn't need to.
Because haven't we only seen two captains that are actually retired?
Her and Ichigo's dad are pretty much the only two.
Not
And Urahara.
Yeah, the other guy with the green.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Urahara. Them the only three.
Okay, so I gotta watch this.
And I guess
Third
maybe,
one-
unless you want to count the what do you call the people with the mask? I think they're also
Lizards.
retired, like captains. Now I don't know if they're all captains, but I think they were at least Soul Reapers.
Okay.
My third one,
Got it.
and this one's gonna really throw y'all off. Frieren. Frieren is like this
I've
elf
been meaning
girl.
to watch that for forever.
yeah.
She's an elf girl. She 1,000 years old. She been fighting demons for and collecting magic
She was
for
a part.
1,000 years.
She was a part of the hero party that actually slayed the demon king.
Look,
Watch this shit too.
She's
I
so
watched some.
hard.
Okay.
Frieren
That's
so
just
hard. This a
hard.
fight where she fight this girl that could take your soul out of your body and weigh it on a scale. And if her soul weighed more than yours because of her mana, you would fall under her control. So she does it to Frieren, and she doesn't know Frieren's hiding her mana from her.
Yeah.
So like,
Shorty's
she's like,
having
yeah,
that-
I've been alive for 500 years. You should have known you wasn't gonna be
Shorty's
able
had
to
a
do
shit
that.
suppressed for
Look.
like 800.
Frieren's like, I'm a mage that's been alive for 1,000 years. And then you just see like this big tornado of mana go all the way up into the sky. And then her eyes, then the demon girl's eyes get like, they like turn into concentric circles and she fall under Frieren's control. And she go, kill your fucking son.
I heard
And
about
then
that
she take a
shit. Yeah.
sword and cut her own
Nah,
fucking head off.
nah.
And Frieren walk
Nah,
out.
you
heard
know
about
what's even
that, yeah.
harder than
That's
that?
hard.
The
That's
scene
hard.
where she's in jail, damn near voluntarily. The demon comes in, fucking hangs her with a few fucking piece of mana. Oh shit, your mana control is actually pretty good. I guess it'll take a few minutes for the shit to come through your head. She's just casually hanging by her neck, limp body, just chilling like, oh, this is all you got? Like, niggas been trying this shit for a minute. Like, this is it?
This is
Frieren's
really
so
good.
hard. And like, they call her the last great mage. They had a thing where this other mage named Siri had made this like barrier, and no one had broken the barrier in millennia.
Okay.
She like analyzes the barrier over a night, and then just stands there and goes, "Oh yeah," pew, and makes a spell instantaneously that shatters the whole barrier. And everybody's sitting there like, "I thought they said the barrier was gonna stay in place even if the world ended." Apparently not, nigga. Frieren is a problem.
I've got two
Shit.
things to add to Freerun because I've not seen the show, but it's definitely high up on my list. First off, it's like the most popular cosplay of 2024 and 2025. Like ridiculous. I'm on like 3-4 cosplay pages on Reddit. I haven't been to a con in a minute, but I used to go all the time. Freerun's like most definitely the most popular cosplay by a long shot.
Yep.
And then also, why are people obsessed with like putting her in 40K? Have you noticed that there's mad memes with Freerun in 40K and shit like that?
Shit.
There's like, yeah. There's her as like a what do you call the demon hunters?
Fucking.
The Grey Knights. There's pictures of her as a Grey Knight and shit like
Cause
that. There's pictures of her.
And she don't fuck with demons.
There's pictures of her sitting on the Emperor of Mankind's shoulder, and he's like, he's like, we might have to kill this guy Freeman, and she's like, damn, you
know,
know,
one
like.
of the funniest things about her is though that she's just straight fascinated by magic, and she got shit else to do, so she just wanders the world just discovering random bits of magic.
Collecting magic items,
right?
books.
She's doing hella fucking random ass shit. It's like I ain't got shit else to do, so I'm just gonna walk around, chill. Every couple hundred years, I'm gonna go visit one of my friends that are probably dead.
Yeah.
Went over our time limit though. Y'all need to get ready to say goodbye to YouTube, everybody. All right.
Love and peace.
Love and peace.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Love the energy. Love.
Also, leave some comments in there.
Yes.
Yeah, please leave some comments.
Please tell me who would win in the fight between Marielle and Leona and Urza Scarlet.
Urza's gonna get her ass, but
we all know Marielle. We all know who's gonna win the fight. But tell me if you think it's gonna be a good fight.
Come on, Orphan. You know better than that shit. I don't know why you bring that shit up. You know that better than that.
First, I didn't bring it up. He did.
Yeah.
I just said it would be a
Chris,
good
you
fight.
just started a whole rift in the group.
You to open up.
Hence, we've
Pandora's
we've literally seen Shorty fight the fucking lady who was literally ripping chunks out of fucking space, and still whoop that ass though.
I mean, both of them are technically like wizards and sorcerers and shit.
God damn it. Watch my 40K channel, Ave Dominus Noob. I'll leave a link below. We just did a review for Marvin Ball. Watch out for my Black Legion review coming up soon. Keep it motherfucking classy, America. Fuck Trump.
Yeah. Can't get no.
Oh shit!
Like for real.
Good work.